Much. Well, New Mexico's Supreme Court justices are considering two hugely controversial issues right now: abortion and how to handle Albuquerque's homeless camps. Both had hearings in front of our state's highest court just yesterday. Today, we wait on the rulings. There is no timeline on when the state Supreme Court, though, could issue those rulings.
However, one legal expert has an opinion based on how all sides presented those arguments yesterday. Ryan Laughlin joins us from the newsroom. Ryan, we're still unpacking the really big takeaways from these hearings.
We are. Abortion and homeless camp enforcement took center stage. And while abortion is a national hot button issue, yesterday's hearing was squarely focused on whether New Mexico cities or counties can craft their own rules limiting abortion access, despite what the state law says that protects abortion access. Now, our legal expert notes the significance of who was making arguments and how. Attorney General Raul Torres stepped up to argue abortion access should not be limited. Joshua Kastenberg, a UNM law professor, noted the national attention this case could get, and he says you can draw your own conclusions as to why the Attorney General might step into the limelight here. He notes the real problem, though, for cities and counties wanting to make their own rules was the trouble they had explaining those rules.
They couldn't answer questions on why the regulations in the counties existed in the first place when they were pinpointed at making a woman's right to choose abortion impossible in those counties.
Kastenberg says it seems to him the cities and counties will not end up on the winning side of limiting abortion access, but ultimately it's up to the Supreme Court.
That's right, and fair enough on Kastenberg's side. So what about the homeless camp fight, Ryan? The city of Albuquerque is fighting a lower court ruling limiting how they can handle these camps.
That's right, but this issue is far more complicated. That's in part because of the lower court case. In district court, it's not settled yet. And part of the problem there is that there's still big unanswered questions about the homeless picture here in Albuquerque.
The last time I checked, we don't decide things administratively. These are factual questions that the court needs to determine to see if this rises to a constitutional question as you just described.
So questions like, is there really not enough shelter space for homeless people? And how many people are just choosing to live on the street? The answers have not been nailed down yet. And there's supposed to be an evidence hearing in that lower district court case. And Kastenberg says he thinks the Supreme Court might send this issue back down to the lower courts to sort out the facts.
I think that's the most likely outcome, but I can't say that it's going to happen for a certainty.
So the tension between the city arguing for public safety and the civil rights advocates fighting for the rights of the homeless is going to continue. In the meantime, it seems likely the city is going to stick with what they've been doing, trying to give campers 3 days notice before clearing it out and moving those camps along.
Yeah, again, with that fight between the city and these advocates, still a long way to go with this one. Another district court hearing is scheduled for mid-January. Of course, we'll be following it closely and see if that clears anything up at all. Ryan, thank you.